Hello Kickstarters! I'm Sang Cheng, the CEO and designer of Yoke. I first want to thank all the supporters of our first solar project, Solar 8. Following the success of the Solar 8, this year we are coming back to present you Solar Paper, the thinnest and lightest solar charger in the world.
Hi guys, Matt here. Today we've got a green charging product from a company called Yoke. This is Solar Paper. It's the world's thinnest and lightest solar charger. Unlike some solar offerings on the market, Solar Paper directly charges your phone from the solar panels, opposed to charging a battery, which then in turn charges your phone. The Kickstarter project, which made this product a reality, had nearly 6,300 backers and raised over $1 million. With sustainable energy being an important topic more now than ever before, let's see if this consumer technology is any good. Yoke Solar Paper comes in a minimalistic white presentation box with the simple logo on the front, and that's about it. The rest of the box is mostly plain. On the inside of the lid we see a message about the Yoke brand, and that's about it for the packaging. Inside the box you get an English quick start guide, the edition of Solar Paper you purchased, and a small pot containing plastic nuts and bolts and small tags to more permanently connect the solar panels together. Solar Paper comes in 4 editions ranging from 5 watt to 15 watt. Each edition comes with the main control board and at least one extra solar panel, with the higher models containing more solar panels. I have the 10 watt edition, which contains the controller and 3 additional panels. An optional carry pouch can be purchased from them to store your solar paper on the move. Solar Paper is a great example of minimalistic design with superb functionality. The 10 watt edition, when all folded up, is little thicker than my iPhone 6, and each panel is just 1.5mm thick, with the main control panel being slightly thicker at the top thanks to the control board. It is highly portable and lightweight, with my 10 watt edition weighing around 225 grams. The main unit features the controller at the top of the circuit board with the Yoke branding. On the top of this controller is 2 USB ports covered by a silicon dust cover, one labelled A for Apple devices and the other labelled NA for non-Apple devices. 2 gadgets can be charged simultaneously, providing the panels are generating more than 1.5 amps, which isn't too hard to achieve in direct sunlight in my experience. Solar Paper can charge any device from an iPad to a phone to a battery backup. Anything you can charge off a standard USB wall outlet, Solar Paper can handle. There is a small LCD display on the front of the controller, which displays volts when no devices are connected and amps when a device is plugged in and charging. The LCD screen shuts off when in extreme heat or after a minute when first connected. If there is any change in the current, the screen will come on and display the new value. For the 10 watt edition, the maximum amperage output is 2 amps. The controller itself is pretty smart. For the first minute after connecting a device, the charger will turn on and off a few times. This is where the controller is calculating the right current value to generate an optimal charging current. After a minute or so, this stabilises. In the event the panels aren't able to generate enough power due to shade or heavy cloud cover, the device will auto reset and begin charging again once sunlight returns. Very cool. The solar panels are attached to a solid PCB which has a glossy black finish. On the rear is indicators to show which side is positive and negative for connecting the panels together. Each panel connects to each other magnetically, and the connections on the side of each panel are gold plated for the best conductivity. The magnets are reasonably strong and are enough to keep the solar panels together for storage or if you're not moving them about. The design and feel of Solar Paper is fantastic, and it really does feel like a premium product. Yoke have engineered small holes in the side of each panel for you to connect them together for a more permanent solution. The plastic nuts, bolts and tags provided work well, but do add a slight bit of bulk. I personally found fishing line to work the best for connecting the panels together. These holes can then also be used to attach to a backpack or something for charging on the go and make the product much easier to place. I've been charging my devices off Solar Paper for over a week now. In direct sunlight it's as fast as the mains, charging my iPhone and iPad, and under cloud cover it does take about double the time. Topping up my battery in my iPhone 6 from 50 to 95% took about 35 minutes in direct sunlight, and in my opinion that's fantastic, with a full charge taking around 2 hours, similar to my mains wall adapter. Yoke is using some of the most efficient solar cells with around 23% efficiency per cell, and this translates to great performance. If you're using solar paper on a cloudy day, you can expect the time it takes to charge to double. Unfortunately, there's no way to angle the panels towards the sun, and this does make a big difference to performance, sometimes as much as 0.8 amps in my testing. I propped the panels up on a bit of wood and the benefits were noticeable, so some form of device to angle the panels in a future revision would be appreciated. To wrap the review up then, solar paper is one of the best looking, most portable and lightest solar panel charging setups I've ever seen. The performance is fantastic, in direct sunlight matching the output of a 2 amp wall outlet, and under cloud cover, while performance takes a hit, isn't really something I can complain about, as all solar products succumb to this issue. Yes, solar paper isn't cheap, but wherever there is light you can pretty much get a charge, and I fully recommend it. Thanks for